In Karachi, politics is a contact sport, and members of Pakistan's dozens of political parties have been known to put more trust in bullets than in ballots. Mob violence, bombings, and assassinations are sadly par for the course here. And while political leaders are often targeted, the rank and file suffer the consequences too.
We are driving into the ANP stronghold. It's the Awami National Party. On this side is the ANP, on this side is the MQM stronghold, and apparently they have a lot of beef and they shoot at each other.
We met up with Hamza Khan, one of the local leaders of the ANP. The ANP are the largest party representing Pashtuns, a Pashto-speaking ethnic group concentrated in Pakistan and Afghanistan. He took us out onto the main road. This corridor often turns into a kind of shooting gallery between these two rival groups, as evidenced by the bullet holes throughout the neighborhood.
And why aren't you worried that people won't shoot at us right now?
Maybe possible if they shoot us. If somebody tell them that you are making a documentary, maybe they shoot us. You and me.
Maybe we should go up then as soon as we can. Maybe we should make our way to the
No
top.
problem, inshallah. Allah is with us.
Allah's with us. We'll be okay, inshallah.
From the high vantage point, not only could we see the line that separates these two neighborhoods, but we could finally see what they were so often fighting for: land. That is, the lack of it. Land is the most precious commodity in Karachi, a city that has grown exponentially in recent decades. So while Pakistani politics are often organized around ethnic or interest groups, in Karachi, what most of those groups want is more land.
They are the big terrorists all around the world. Muttahida Qawm. And they are the bigger terrorists than Al-Qaeda and then other terrorists.
MQM.
MQ.
The MQM is a party that was founded to represent the Urdu-speaking Muslims whose families migrated to Pakistan from India. We headed to the heavily barricaded neighborhood that's home to MQM headquarters. The neighborhood was plastered with images of the MQM's charismatic leader, Altaf Hussain.
This one is awesome, by the way. It looks like all album covers. That's like his kind of psychedelic era.
Look at him over here. He's in the iris.
This one is like trying to go for the Che Guevara vibe.
Very Che.
Because he fears assassination, Hussain communicates with his followers via Skype from his home in London. So instead we met with the Minister for Youth Affairs, Faisal Sabzwari.
We were in the kind of ANP neighborhood yesterday, Kati Pahari, and they don't like the MQM too much over there. They accuse MQM of terrorism.
The issue with ANP in Karachi has been that some thugs and goons have been running their show in Karachi. Extortion, kidnapping for ransom, drug money. That's what some people under the flag of ANP have been doing.
You can call them thugs and goons, but I think MQM also people are intimidated by because there are thugs and goons on your side as well.
No, I reject that idea as well. We have no such kind of a group or group of people. Yes.
There's no military or...
No way. Yet. There are areas. If you have visited Katipadi, people in those particular areas are forced to carry arms. Why? Because we are living amongst those fanatics, amongst those people who have no respect to human life, whose politics is only commercialized interest.
So the short version of all this is that people are getting killed in Karachi every day. There's gang violence, tons of mafia, sectarian killings, and in more recent years, suicide bombings. But for the political parties, it's a massive turf war. And while politicians and businessmen would never admit that they engage in assassinating their rivals, someone is hiring the so-called target killers. We wanted to interview one of the men responsible for this dirty work, so we arranged a meeting with the target killer. It was uncomfortable for everyone involved. We negotiated the terms of the interview, in a moving car and with his motorcycle helmet on. And not surprisingly, the guy who kills people for money, he wanted to get paid.
You आप तैयार हैं? जी. Okay. आप कितने साल पे आपने ये काम किया, target killer का काम?
तकरीबन 18 साल.
आपने ये काम क्यों शुरू किया?
बेरोजगारी की वजह से।
And how many people have you killed? हमने
35
कितने पैसे मिलते हैं?
75,000 लाख रुपए, 1.25 लाख, जैसे आदमी वैसे पैसे।
And किस तरह के लोग आपने टारगेट किलिंग किए?
पॉलिटिशियन भी थे, बिजनेसमैन भी थे, एक्सपर्ट। हम तो अगले दिन खबर पढ़ते थे, इसके अलावा हमें कुछ नहीं पता।
और आप नहीं पूछते थे?
हाँ, हमें नहीं पता होता था कि कौन आदमी है, क्या है, बस हमें फ़ोन आता था फलानी गाड़ी में फलाना बंदा है, इसको हिट करना है।
आप उसको कैसे पहचानते हैं?
मतलब रखी करते थे उनकी, 3-4 दिन तक उनको वॉच करते थे,
अच्छा।
कहाँ जा रहे हैं, कहाँ आ रहे हैं, क्या घर है, क्या बच्चे हैं, क्या है। उसके बाद जो है गेम बजाते थे।
हमने कभी मिस्टेक की है कि सही आदमी को आपने नहीं मारा?
बहुत दफ़ा ऐसा हुआ, 3-4 दफ़ा ऐसा हुआ।
तो ये आप कैसे काम करते हैं ये?
एक आदमी मोटरसाइकिल चला होता है, टारगेट किलर बैठा होता है।
अच्छा। तो आप कितने दफ़ा गोली मारते हैं? Twice.
तो
Once for the window and once in the head
हेड
and heart. अच्छा। और फिर क्या आप कैसे महसूस होते हैं?
और सुकून नहीं मिलता, कहीं भी सुकून नहीं मिलता। घर पे सुकून नहीं, बाहर सुकून नहीं, कहीं भी नहीं। फिर आदमी नशे की तरफ जाता है। ये काम छोड़ना चाह रहा हूँ मैं, क्योंकि मैं ज़हनी बीमार हो गया हूँ। मुझे रात को नींद नहीं आती, टेंशन रहती।
अब आप क्यों नहीं रख सकते? ये लिंक्स आप क्यों रखते हैं?
कहते हैं कि अगर ये लिंक्स नहीं रखें हम लोग, तो ये लोग हमारी बोरी बना देंगे, हमें मार देंगे, क्योंकि उनके सबूत हैं हमारे पास।
एंड अभी कराची में क्या हो रहा है? सिचुएशन बेहतर हो रहा है, ख़राब हो रहा है?
बहुत ज़्यादा ख़राब हो रहा है। पहले 6 टारगेट किलर थे, तो अब 600 टारगेट किलर हैं।
जो सारे 600 टारगेट किलर्स हैं और इतने किलिंग्स हो रहे हैं कि ये मामला किस चीज़ से आता है? ये पॉलिटिकल सिचुएशन से या बिजनेस से या और कोई माफिया जैसे?
20% माफिया, 80% पॉलिटिकल।
आप अपने गन दिखा सकते हैं? It's been in my feet the whole time. शुक्रिया हमारे साथ बात करने के लिए।
थैंक यू।
All right, you want to get him his dough?
Yep.
Thank you.
Although that was intense.
That was really strange. Sitting next to someone who's killed 35 people, and you could just tell from his demeanor and from his eyes, he was a hard dude. And there's 600 guys like that roaming around this city. Anytime anyone has beef to settle with someone else, they want to kill them. Just hire one of these guys and don't pay them that much money, and they'll do the work. It's lawless, wild, and chaotic here, and that is some scary shit.
And on a lighter note,
2 thieves got shot and killed. They're gonna go pick the bodies up. They're inviting us to go along.
one thing had become clear on this trip. There's no shortage of murder and mayhem in Karachi. Between the gangs and the cops and the politicians and the target killers, this was definitely one of the craziest cities in the world. But that's coming from me. I asked the ambulance driver, a native Karachiite, how he'd describe the city.
कराची तो फिर जिन्हें कराची नहीं देखा वो मरे ही नहीं फिर।
And that's when I realized it was time to go.
हम यहाँ उतर जाएंगे।
हम आपको और भी कुछ दिखा देते हैं।
That if we didn't quit while we were ahead, we'd just wind up on some hamster wheel of violence and corruption till we too were dead.
हम आपको जिन्हें दिखाना चाह रहे थे।
हमने जाना है।
Just another statistic in the most gangsterific city in Pakistan.
मैं कल्ली दिलदार हजार एक अनार दसा बीमार मैं कल्ली दिल हाँ